What's up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. In this review, we will be taking a look at the Transformers Kingdom Voyager class Cyclones. Now, starting off, let's take a look at the packaging. Right up front, you can see some lovely artwork of Cyclones and his robot, as well as his vehicle mode. On the opposite side, you can see some of that lovely Kingdom Netflix artwork. Looks very, very nice. On the back of the box, you do see him and his robot, as well as his jet mode, as well as he just transformed in a whopping 34 steps. Trust me, this figure does not come this clean without a little bit of complex transformation. But on top of the box, you can see his Decepticon insignia, and that's pretty much it. But one thing I do want to point out is, if you do open the figure from the bottom of the box, you will see what is potentially an Easter egg for some of the Beast Wars fans. You can see the Dinobot eye with the Ark crashing down in the reflection of it. I think it's very cool, very nice little Easter egg, and it's pretty cool fastball to include. But with that out of the way, and the package out of the way, let's take an in-depth look at Cyclones himself. And here is Cyclones, obviously in his robot mode. And if I was ever asked to describe this figure in one word, it would be perfection. This figure, simply put, is a mini masterpiece. Coming in for a closer look, you can see that this figure just is a spitting image of Cyclones. Starting off on the head sculpt, you can just see how amazing and screen accurate that is, from his long edgy nose to his little bunny rabbit ears. But again, you can just see how streamlined and screen accurate this figure truly is. Coming to the back of them, I mean, what back? There is no back. It's just a plain flat surface. No backpack on this figure whatsoever. That is absolutely brilliant. But speaking of the back, coming back here, you can just see the backpack, if you can even call it that, is so flush and so streamlined. It just looks amazing. The only piece of kibble you could point out if you really, really want to would be these pieces right here, but that's just nitpicking where you shouldn't be. This figure is fantastic. Again, coming back in for a closer look, especially here at the arms, you can just see how streamlined and elegant those look. Now, a complaint that people have pointed out is that the forearms and the shoulders are a different color. Now, that is, in fact, screen accurate. If you go back and watch some scenes from the A6 movie or even the G1 show, you can see that the forearms as well as the shoulders are a different color. Now, another complaint I do here is that this color is a much too light shade of purple, and that is a valid complaint. In the show, he was much darker, but I think that the way it came out is simply perfect. Could have been a little bit better, I guess so, but I'm not complaining over here. But coming down to these legs, you can just see some of that fantastic detailing, along with some transparent plastic on these knee pads and on these feet, which just looks fantastic. Again, some of that lovely panel line detailing on this figure. And again, so streamlined. I just cannot get over this. It just looks so amazing. And one thing to talk about before we get into articulation is this figure does have light piping. Now, I might not be able to see it very well on the camera, but trust me, he does have light piping. And when you get it up to a very nice light source, it does shine a very, very bright red. And I just love that. Now, before we do get into Cyclones' articulation, let's first take a look at his accessory. You can see that it is cast in a very nice, very shiny silver. It looks very, very nice. Very G1 accurate, of course. Very G1 accurate. And you do have some sculpting and detailing here and there. The bottom of the gun is hollow, and you can see from this angle that the weapon itself is cast in a purple plastic and simply painted over silver. But I still think that this weapon does look fantastic and does complement Cyclones very well. Now, putting this off to the side and turning to his articulation, you can see that. Hold on, let me get some. It's up a bit. You can see that the head is on a ball joint that can go the full 360 around. He can look up a little bit, down a little bit, but you also get a separate neck joint, which allows him to look down that far and up that far. I love that. I love Hasbro just giving in that extra little step and a little bit of kale just to calm a couple of poses. The arm, let's go full 360 around. He can go out that far. And I love how Hasbro just keeps putting in these little bits of kale, such as this piece out here, that gives off the impression that the arm is moving in tandem with the entire body. I really do love that little piece of kale. But like I was saying, the biceps are on a full 360 rotation. The wing will bump into this piece right here if you do rotate too far, but you can get it. It's kind I gotta maneuver it a little bit. Use that elbow joint a little bit. Never mind, that will not work. The wrist is on a full 360 rotation. It's very tight though. The waist is on a full 360 rotation. The legs can go out that far, back, that far, and he can do the full splits. You do get a thigh swivel that can rotate the full 360 around, and technically a double jointed leg. He can bend here and a bend there. But with this leg, you do have two options of displaying it. There's a separate hinge in here, so if you want it fully extended like that, you can have it like that. Or if you do want it slightly tucked up, you can do it like that as well. However, that does make it a little bit shorter and restrict the articulation, so I like to have it just barely under that little circle right there. But like I was saying, you do get a double joint right here and a pivot, not pivot, ankle tiltage right here, and a foot can move up a little bit and back a little bit. But with the articulation cover, let's turn to his transformation. Now, starting off, what you're going to want to do here, at least what I recommend doing first, is taking these hand pieces, bringing them up, swiveling them, wrong way, swiveling them in, and folding that back down. But once you've done that, you can take this section, hinge it out, take this, it's on double hinge that out, come on, get out, fold that down, and then that does plug in there. Same thing on the other side, of course. Unfold this, swivel that wrist in, and fold that down. Swivel that to the side, unfold this, fold that down, stretch all the way out, and plug that in. What you're gonna do next is unplug these, and this double hinge, move it back to the side, swivel that down, swivel that up, I apologize, bring this down, and bring that down. Next, what you're going to do here is fold that up to conceal the head, unfold this, come on, hinge out that nose cone, fold that back in, unfold this, and I just like to get the blaster just to make it a little bit easier to get out, and just unfold. Come on, there we go. Unfold that and swing that back in, and I think that is a simply brilliant piece of engineering. Having everything folded on itself just to make the robot mode so clean. I think that is purely brilliant. But folding that back in and folding that back in. Come on. There we go. Next, what we're going to do here is take these feet and make sure these are hinged out. So you can unfold this, unfold that, hinge these feet in, and just swing that over that section right there. Same thing on the other side, fold that out, unfold this, fold that out, fold that in, and swing this over. And now just snap in like so. I would not recommend plugging these in yet, as that makes it a little bit harder to get everything settled in when you do complete transformation. But moving up here, now you can swivel this down. Take these arms, leave them like that, like so. Now, take this double joint at the knee and make sure that the joint inside the leg is completely collapsed. So you can collapse this joint on and in on itself. Just collapse everything, make sure everything is completely collapsed before you plug it in. Like that. And sitting on the other side, collapse that in. Collapse that in. Now I can plug his legs in together. Come on, get home. There we go, like so. Last thing you want to do here is take your section, try and fold it as far down as you can, hold that in place, swivel the arm, and there is a notch right there that'll go into this slot right here. And just tab that in. Same thing on the other side. Pull that down, swivel that around, and notch tab. Come on, there we go. And make sure everything is properly in place. That is not. Come on, there we go. Everything's tapped in, there we go. So there is Kingdom Cyclonus in his jet mode. And I think this jet mode just looks fantastic. Bringing it in for a closer look, you can just see how long this thing is. Here's my hand, here's my arm. It's very long, very, very long. Very wide as well. Again, my hand, my arm, you can see very wide as well. Coming in for a look at the close details, starting at the cockpit, you can see the variety of colors that this has been cast in, from gray to purple to silver to a very shiny metallic dark purple. Just all variants of colors I think complement each other so very, very well. You can see again that translucent red for use for the cockpit. And coming to the back section, you see that this does fold up and collapse very, very well. To the arms, the forearms do form these sort of engine tanks. I think look very, very nice. And the wings, again, very, very nice, very, very nice. And throughout this whole jet, a lot of very nice and streamlined panel lighting detail. Again, this looks phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal. Going back point of view, you can see some ports. If you have any black effects, I do not. You can plug them into any of these various 4 ports if you wish to. The underside of the jet, for a jet, it is very, very clean. You can see everything does fold up in a fairly accurate way, might I add. Now, you can flip out the landing gear. That can actually get on camera. There we go. There's one. Down here. Come on. I cannot. Okay. But if you could, you can flip out the landing gear, and you can have this sitting like so. Now, turning to weapon storage, of course, there's a port right up here and a peg right up there. You can just plug that in like so. But if you don't like that, there is a couple of ports under the jet. You can see right here. You just plug it in like so. Come on. Like that. And same thing on the other side. Or if you just want it in a complete random place, you can just plug it in there. Hey, why not? Your toy, display and play with it however you wish. Turning to some size comparisons, here he is next to his fellow Kingdom Voyager, Artemis Primal. You see how they stack up together. Here he is compared to Studio Series 86 Jazz. If you will follow me. Jazz, come on, my guy, come on, get up. Stand, my guy, stand. Come on. There we go. See, there he is next to Jazz. And finally, here he is next to Kingdom Black Arachnia. Again, she'll stand. Come on, go. If I told you. But there is compared to Black Arachnia. So there you have it. There was my review of the Transformers Kingdom Voyager class Cyclonus. Now, the term mini masterpiece has been thrown around a lot lately, especially with the Studio Series 86 movie line. But in my personal opinion, Cyclonus is the truest bearer of that name. This figure is amazing. You have heard me gush over this figure for the entire video, just telling you how amazing it is, and that cannot be more true. Everything from the robot, the jet mode, to the accessories, the transformation, it's in a word, flawless. Now, of course, with any figure, there could be a couple things to fix. The paint is a little bit too light, and I wish there was a butterfly joint on those arms, but those are minor nitpicks at best. Overall, Cyclonus is a 10 out of 10 for me. Now, I did pick this guy up on eBay when Kingdom was still just starting to pop up, so if you cannot find them at your local stores, happy hunting on eBay. But with that being said, thank you so much for tuning into my review. This was my first ever review on my channel, so please give me some feedback down in the comment section below. Like if you did enjoy, and if you do feel like it, subscribe. It really does help me out, especially now when I'm just starting out. But with that being said, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.